What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Play Action Podcast. I'm Aiden O'Hara, and of course, I'm here with Vinny Jackson. Vinny, how you doing?
I'm doing great, Aiden. How are you doing today?
I mean, I'm doing all right. You know, final season is among us, sadly. It's starting to get to that point of the semester where, it's a bit rough, but...
Yeah, that's true, but, still got to make time for the podcast and for,
of course.
The football and stuff. There's still a lot to talk about. So.
Oh, yeah. We got a pretty action-packed episode, and before we begin, I actually I saw this thing on a podcast, and I thought that's such a genius idea. It's from the Will and Rusty's Playdate is what it's called.
Interesting.
Basically, what we're going to do, so this is episode 62, and we can decide how to do the numbering, but for episode 62, we have to try and name, we each get one guess. You have to try and name an NFL player who is either 62 years old, so like a retired NFL player, or you have to name a player with the number 62.
Wow. I mean, did you look into that?
I don't know. I haven't done any research, but I have a guess. I haven't thought about if this just came off the top of my head.
62 isn't a common number.
So it's gonna be a lineman. I have my guess.
I was thinking of I think it might be better for me to do age 62.
I'll say my guess. Mine is, I'm pretty sure Jason Kelce wore 62. I'm almost positive.
I was thinking of just a retired player.
Jason Kelce wore 62. So
bro, you definitely...
I swear to God, I just thought of that right now.
Oh, well...
I didn't even know what episode number we were on.
Well, good job.
Okay, so what do you want to go with? And we can do this for every single episode. It's just it's something fun.
Well, who's a retired player that's kind of... what age are people?
So Tom Brady, I think is 45.
Okay.
I'll even look that up to give it to you.
How about, I'm thinking quarterback. How about
Tom Brady's 47?
How about Dan Marino?
That's actually who I was thinking as well.
I'm thinking
he's 63.
When was his birthday? We made
September 15th.
That's 2 months off, pretty close.
All right, but now you can't use that in the next episode.
Dang. All right. That's a cool
I just figured
idea.
it's a fun little way to start, and then for the rest of this episode, we figured we'd start by actually giving you guys what we're going to be doing. We got news as always, guess the player as always. For a fun little game, we're going to be doing, in honor of finals week, we're going to be doing guess the college GPA of the quarterback.
That's creative. I like that.
Yes, and then of course we're ending off with some predictions. So let's head right into some news.
All right, guys, let's get right into some news, some injury updates more specifically, and honestly, not really too much to report as far as things changing. Just taking a look, we can start with some running backs, which the three of the ones I have mentioned here are actually on my fantasy team.
Ooh.
Which we can talk about my fantasy performance as well, because it was a pretty interesting scenario. But I can't say me and Aiden are both in our fantasy playoffs.
Yes, and Vinny, I mean, I don't know how this happened. The only way Vinny would make the playoffs was if he won and another guy lost. But at the time, the other guy was pretty much guaranteed to win. So the only other way for Vinny to make playoffs and the other guy win is to win by 37 or something points.
Yeah, and I ended up winning by maybe
over 40.
Over 40 points. It was pretty crazy week. A lot of players did well. I had a lot of big booms.
Oh, yeah.
That helped me. And he had a player last minute get hurt, which Ladd McConkey, who I was about to just say. But, yeah, kind of was a game-time decision for him. He probably should have played it safe, and he had Deebo Samuel on the bench.
Mm-hmm.
But I believe Deebo Samuel wouldn't have been enough points for him. He was 5.5 points.
I think it would have been enough then, because I think he only needed 5.1.
Yeah, the game-time decision is just too risky this stage. But yeah, so
pretty crazy.
Yeah, it was a crazy week. But injury-wise, Gruendo, the running back for the 49ers, who did well for me, went down later in the game with an injury. He hasn't been practicing yet.
Ooh.
Which, kind of classic for the 49ers running backs. They always just kind of overload them.
Their third They're on to their 4th string
Yeah.
right now.
So Israel Abanikanda maybe
Dude, I hope so.
maybe finally getting some reps
Give the
in.
kid a chance. He deserves it.
Yeah, but him and then Bucky Irving got injured, I believe, first quarter with the back injury. He's been, I think working through it as well this week. And also Breece Hall ended up not playing, who I do have, so I had to bench him and pick up Gruendo. So he did save me on that one. And then another running back, Kenneth Walker, who my opponent had, he missed the game and is getting some knee tests. I'm not exactly sure the severity of what it may be.
Charbonnet more than enough.
Yeah, he went off. But that's for the running back wise. Talking about some receivers, like I said, McConkey was out for the game. Pickens is doubtful. He missed the last game as well, I believe.
Yeah, he did.
But Steelers didn't really need him. We turned up. But, yeah, so he is doubtful going in, which is unfortunate because he's been playing really well. And then Josh Downs, who's been out, had a bye week, also looking to be out again this week.
Yikes.
And then lastly, only really quarterback injury seems to be Justin Herbert with the leg contusion, but does seem minor. Should
that's
be
good.
ready to go. And that's pretty much all the new stuff.
All right.
I don't think there's any – is there any real – no more, like, firings, anything else?
Not that I can remember, no.
Yeah, now at this point in the season, there's no more trades, no more.
Yeah, it's definitely getting to that point. But that means it's getting exciting. Playoff implications.
Yeah, playoffs coming
3
soon.
teams have already clinched playoffs, I think. I think Bills already clinched their division. Chiefs have clinched playoffs. And Lions have clinched playoffs.
Wow. I mean, a lot of teams, a lot.
Oh, no, and Eagles. So 4 teams have already clinched playoffs.
And Steelers are close.
Yeah.
Packers probably close.
Yeah, I think Packers can clinch this week. Very
lost.
unlikely. If they win the next 2 weeks, I think they clinch. Steelers, I think if they win 1 or 2 more games, they clinch. I don't know, though. It's the Steelers winning the division by 2. It's crazy.
Everyone clowned us.
It's crazy.
But yeah, definitely we can kind of get into guess the player, talk about some more of these games and playoff implications.
Let's do
it. All right, let's get into the guess the player segment here. And like we mentioned, there's a lot of like really good stat lines.
Oh yeah,
a lot of.
There was so many players that just went off
I
this
didn't
week in fantasy. A lot of them against me in my game last week.
Yeah, you did. Unfortunate, but yeah, there's a lot of players to choose from here. I didn't want to make it too obvious, but I believe I picked some good ones, and we'll see how you do.
All right.
First one, we'll start with. We will do this receiver had 7 receptions for 132. As well as 2 touchdowns.
2 receiving touchdowns?
Yes.
All right. I mean, that's off the rip. It's got to be Jamar Chase. I'll try and think of other people who it could be. And, like, honestly, maybe Puka, but Puka got a rushing touchdown. But it could be Juwan Jennings. He got 2. Oh.
So there's a lot to choose from here.
Oh, gosh. So it's between those 2. Who do I think you would have went with more, Jamar or Juwan? I'm going to just go with Jamar Chase.
That is close, but is incorrect. He did much better than this.
Is it Juwan Jennings?
No.
Oh, really?
Someone that you wouldn't be not you wouldn't be expecting him, but for this week.
Who else got 2 receiving touchdowns?
His name is Justin Jefferson.
Wow. Okay. That makes sense because I guess Sam Darnold threw 5 touchdowns because I knew Jordan Addison got 3.
Yeah, he also on my fantasy team was a big part of my win.
Wow.
But yeah, so people kind of forgot.
What a game from
Justin
the Vikings.
Jefferson. Yeah, I mean,
good lord.
They doubled their points.
Yeah.
Which I believe we all both went with Vikings here. The Falcons just have slowed down immensely.
And Kirk Cousins, in his revenge game against the Vikings, 2 picks, nothing to show for it. Sam Darnold, though, 347 yards, 5 touchdowns. And not only that, but Aaron Jones got a rushing touchdown. Jordan Addison got 133 yards and 3 touchdowns. 132 from Justin Jefferson with 2 touchdowns. Only 5 guys caught the ball in total on this team.
Yeah, this whole division just is looking scary.
Yeah, because, dude, it's so annoying. Every week I'm like, the Vikings have to lose. But they keep winning.
Who do they have this week?
Bears, I believe. So,
oh,
yeah,
I don't know about this week, but
gonna
yeah,
kill 'em.
for the Falcons, now moved to 6-7, and I mean, it's hard to say what.
I mean,
what
they're
went
only
wrong.
one game off from being ahead in the division, which is crazy. Buccaneers at 7-6, but yeah, they're on a 4-game losing streak. It looks like.
Yeah, and I mean, Darnell Mooney with 6 receptions, 142. Drake London, third leading receiver on the team.
Yeah.
With 5 catches for 70 yards. But yeah, I mean, turnovers. I didn't see the interceptions. I don't know like how bad of throws they were or whatnot, but you know, you can't really win without any passing touchdowns.
Yeah, it's just not gonna happen. It is unfortunate because, I mean, the Falcons I thought looked really good, but yeah, 4 losses in a row. Yeah, you I don't know what you expect to happen after something like that. So,
Yeah, overall, pretty. I mean, from the Vikings at least, crazy game.
Oh yeah,
Especially the receivers. I guess Jordan Addison had 1 more yard than
with
Jefferson.
1 more catch and 1 more touchdown. So he had 1 more of everything.
Yeah, so pretty crazy stats there. That one, I knew that one would trip you up.
All right,
I
that
think
was a
the
good
other
one.
ones are probably easier. Some of them may be obvious. Let's see. Okay, this one we can talk about. We have a running back.
Okay.
15 rushes for 78 yards, as well as 2 touchdowns. And then 2 catches for 50 yards.
Ooh. All right.
So all around great performance.
Yeah, that's a big running back performance. 2 touchdowns on the ground. Well, I know your boy Gruendo got 2 rushing
He did.
touchdowns.
He could have had 3.
Yeah, so that's my first thought. Then, I mean, honestly, I can't really think of anyone else that maybe Rashad White got 2 rushing touchdowns.
There was a lot of good running backs.
Yeah. Man, this is tough, but I think I'm just gonna go with my gut instinct and go with Gruendo here.
That is correct.
All right, there we go.
Yeah, didn't want to overthink that one, but yeah, I mean he saved my fantasy week with
for sure.
Jawan Jennings, but yeah, 49ers just kind of dominate the Bears.
It wasn't even a contest at any point in this game.
I mean, yeah, shut them out in the first half.
I think first half stats,
Yeah,
Bears had 3 yards and 49ers had 300 yards.
Yeah, it was something crazy like that. I don't know how that happened.
And then of course people are gonna be like, oh, but Caleb Williams had 2 touchdowns and no interceptions. Yeah, all in garbage time. Like,
yeah, the game was long gone. I mean, Caleb, it looks I don't know if this is they put their backup in towards the end, or who has the one other pass on their team.
Tyson Bagnet or whatever. Yeah, that's their backup.
Okay, yeah, but I mean, this game was not close at all. This looks like the 49ers that we kind of are used to seeing. They have a losing record right now, but
yeah,
it still kind of shows that
they got a huge game this week against the Thursday Night Football Night Football against the Rams, and the Rams look.
Yeah,
good.
the Rams.
They look good.
Yeah, the Rams Rams really hurt my fantasy team by I had the Bills defense.
Yeah.
Put up -4 points.
I mean, I don't know what you were expecting.
I mean, I there was no other good options.
Yeah, that's fair.
But I got Cardinals defense for this week off the waivers playing the Patriots. So
Patriots
probably
offense isn't terrible.
Yeah, but they're like ranked 28 against for defenses in fantasy. But yeah, I mean, this 49ers, like we said, looks like the old them. Brock Purdy played his role over 300 yards, only 5 incompletions.
Yeah,
Kittle
that's crazy.
leading with 151 yards.
Off only 6 catches, which is
Yeah, but
crazy.
Juwan 7 catches, 92 tutties, and then Gruendo had looks like a big catch.
Yeah.
Debo not doing much. I mean,
Yeah, really.
he's been on and off injuries all year, like illnesses.
Yeah, it's. I mean, I don't know.
And they still don't have Ayuk or McCaffrey or Moody.
Or Nick Bosa.
Yeah, so that's. I mean, I don't know what their like playoff chances are.
They're probably not terrible.
I mean, 6
Although,
and 7, they can win.
with the Rams, they are currently 3rd in the division. Fourth in the division.
Ooh, I don't know. Yeah, that.
Because Seahawks being 8-5 is tough.
That's surprising to me.
They're gonna be 8-6 after this week. So then, yeah, I mean, there's a chance.
Like, those teams can all be good.
Mm-hmm.
Cardinals can play well pretty often.
Any one of those teams I think could
But I think
win a game in the
49ers, like, on paper are normally the best.
Oh, yeah,
especially,
for sure.
I mean, McCaffrey and I don't know what their IR's like. They've been on IR, but I don't know if it's like a season-ending IR or they could actually come back if they did make the playoffs.
I think, so McCaffrey's season-ending. Ayuk is season-ending.
Yeah.
I don't know about Nick Bosa.
Moody, I don't think is season or like as serious. Yeah, they just like to get injured.
They do.
I think it's.
They
I don't know
really
if it's
do.
their turf. I don't know if it's just their play is always.
I don't know. It's
But,
weird.
Yeah.
Although the 49ers, looking at their upcoming schedule, Rams, Dolphins, Lions, Cardinals.
Oh,
I would say they're not.
I'd place.
Going to
Yeah,
make
I'd place.
playoffs.
I'd place a parlay on no.
Yeah.
If we're doing that, but yeah, pretty interesting game worth
Mhm,
mentioning.
for sure.
We got 2 more here. We'll do this one. Okay, we have
Alright.
this player, 12 catches, 162 yards and a touchdown, as well as 16 yards and a rushing touchdown.
Oh yeah, it's Puka Nacua.
Yeah, I knew you were gonna get that one because
Yeah.
he did torch you.
Yeah, just 12 catches is ridiculous. And the Rams just pretty much outlast the Bills. Even though the Bills scored 21 in the fourth. But
Josh Allen had over 50 fantasy points.
yeah, he had 3 rushing touchdowns, 82 yards, 3 passing touchdowns, and 342 passing yards.
I mean, yeah, that's just insane. Khalil Shakir, leading receiver, over 100. Amari Cooper had 95. But yeah, the Rams just, like you said, outlasted them. Puka Nacua, I mean, he had that one. That catch on the sidelines he had.
Toe tap.
That like toe tap. I don't know how he like got his body to stay in bounds there.
Yeah, it's going up against him is so frustrating because Stafford force feeds him the ball so much.
I mean, that was Cooper Kupp last year.
I
Going
mean,
up
yeah.
against him, he'd just be putting up 30, at least 30 a game.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Cooper
Kupp still did well for you. Like, I wouldn't be complaining.
Oh, I'm not. He scored 20 points, I think, this game. So I'm very happy.
But yeah, Puka over doubling his receptions.
Yeah.
Pretty crazy.
Yeah, Puka just, he's good. I mean, he's a good player. I don't know how he slipped to like the 3rd or 4th round or whenever they got him. Maybe even 6th round. But yeah, the Rams are looking pretty scary.
The offense.
Yeah, their defense
I don't
looks
think's been
terrible.
playing well other than outside of this game.
Yeah. So, definitely something to keep an eye on, especially 49ers this week.
But yeah, Bills, you said already clinched their division, so nothing. I don't know. I mean, I guess they can still.
They still get the first round bye, but
they're only, I guess, 2 games off of the Chiefs, and they beat the Chiefs.
Yeah, so they have the tiebreaker. So, but that means the Chiefs have to lose, so.
Well, I don't know. They're probably working some magic.
Hey, Steelers can
Steelers? Oh, yeah. I hope.
Hey, Steelers have the same record as the Bills right now.
That's man. I mean, it just seems like fraudulent, but like.
But they don't.
It's not.
Their
yeah.
offense is actually kind of good.
It's just like my thoughts.
Yeah.
I'm just like biased from normally, but yeah, I mean, Steelers. We'll talk about them, but let's get the last one out of the way and then just talk about some other games we can think about. This player, we had 14 rushes for 58 yards, as well as 6 catches, 65 yards and a touchdown.
Oh, okay. So a big receiving back. Honestly, not the most insane game I've ever seen.
You gotta just think out. You gotta just think.
So they have a receiving touchdown?
Yes.
Ooh. Okay. So receiving touchdown, you gotta think of more receiving backs. I'm not sure how much rushing Tyrone Tracy had. I know he had a touchdown, but I don't think it would be him. I think outside the box.
Well, I mean, I don't need to think. I don't know why I said that.
My first thought, I'll just go with Achane. I feel like
Achane, not a bad guess. That is incorrect. But it is a player that you played against, Chase Brown.
I was thinking of him, but I thought he got way more rushing yards. I was so close to saying him.
I mean, I thought so too. He had a lot of fantasy points.
Yeah.
I mean, 6
catches, 65 yards. Once again,
that'll do it. Yeah.
The two guys I go up against Puka Nacua, who got 12 catches, Jamar Chase, 14 catches, Chase Brown, 6 catches. It's like, can I catch a break?
The player you're playing shouldn't even have him, except there was a suspicious trade in our league. That's why he has 3 first-round picks on his team. But, yeah, I mean, Bengals inch it out. I was on the edge of my seat this game, obviously, because my the person I was playing against had Dowdle and CeeDee Lamb. And he needed – I forget how much he was down, going into the game he needed. But he ended up, barely not getting – I ended up beating him by over 37 points by 5.
I think the blocked punt is what saved me.
Yeah, because there didn't end up being an overtime.
Mm-hmm.
I was afraid they were just gonna do some sort of Hail Mary. On the last play and get it.
Or check down to him and he gets a bunch.
I mean, he would have had to. I think he needed 5
over 5 points.
3 catches for 20 yards. He needed 5 points. CeeDee Lamb, which is very doable. But yeah, I was on the edge of my seat. I mean, Jamar Chase, like you said, just going crazy. Almost 200 yards, 14 catches, basically almost tripling Chase Brown.
Yeah.
No other receiver did anything. T. Higgins pretty much silent.
Yeah, of course. Guess who plays the bet on him? This guy. Everything else would have hit perfectly.
Just place one on Jamar Chase this week. Yeah, and we'll see if we can prove it.
Yeah, but he's got a first round bye, so it doesn't matter.
True. Maybe who am I playing as far as players? I don't know who Trevor's receiver.
Yeah, maybe I'll just bet on all the opposing players.
Dude, I don't know if you want to mention. Speaking of our fantasy league, the little drama that ensued regarding Aiden.
Yeah, I did. After I saw Ladd McConkey got hurt for the guy against Vinny, I picked up Juju because...
Well, I picked up Josh Palmer first because I was obviously playing him. I didn't want the person I'm playing to pick up Josh Palmer, which he would have gotten enough fantasy points.
And then I was like, well, I would rather verse Vinny in the playoffs than this guy. So I picked up Juju, and then Juju would have been a .02 perfect amount to win.
But I don't. But realistically, we're saying he didn't actually try to pick up anyone.
Yeah,
and he probably would have picked up someone projected higher, which was Tolbert, who got 0, which I actually picked up Tolbert.
He could have picked up Io Zivas or whatever from the Bengals.
But I don't know if he was projected higher than Juju.
I don't know.
But yeah, he got 8. So yeah, Aiden was kind of. There was a little bit of back and forth in the group chat about that. It was pretty funny, I will say. But yeah, I mean, Bengals 5-8, but they just don't seem like a 5-8 team.
I don't think they can make the playoffs. I'm sorry. I don't see it happening, especially the rest of their schedule. I mean, Titans Browns should be both easy wins, and then Broncos Steelers. And then maybe if Steelers have already clinched by then, they might rest some players.
There just seems like a lot of good teams that just might not make the playoffs.
But only 4 games left, 9-8. I don't think, at least in the AFC, you're not making the playoffs at 9-8. there's already 1, 2, 3 teams that aren't leading the division with 8 wins already.
Yeah, Chargers, Broncos, which is Raiders down there at 2-11 surprises me.
Yeah, Dolphins are above them.
Dang, Raiders.
Raiders are.
I mean, yeah, Dolphins have a win
Colts
over
are
them.
above them. I don't think the Bengals can make the playoffs.
Which is crazy because they're still a very threatening team.
I know. They
Like,
can
there's a
send
lot of
people out of
teams-
the playoffs, but not in.
Yeah, like 49ers probably not making the playoffs is crazy. I mean, NFC's got a lot. Packers maybe not.
No, they're making playoffs.
Yeah, that division is crazy, but yeah, I mean that was the last one we had to talk about. I mean, there's obviously a few other games worth mentioning. I mean, the
Yeah.
Thursday night game, Packers and Lions. Aiden was very upset. You know, a lot
I
of
do think we got
questionable calls.
robbed.
There's a lot of questionable calls I
Yeah.
have been seeing.
I mean, like I'm just happy because it made me know that like
You can beat them.
we're a good team. Going up against the Lions in Ford Field and playing like this, and the only reason I don't want to say the only reason we lost, but one of the big reasons we lost was because of a couple bad calls. I feel good.
Yeah,
About
I think
that.
they play again. They could.
yeah.
the Packers
I
may
agree.
easily win that. Steelers looked pretty dominant in the win over the Browns. You know, got the rematch.
It's crazy. When's the last time you've seen the Steelers drop over 20 points?
like every
this-
week.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, besides the Ravens and Browns, it's pretty much been every single week over 20 points. And I feel like I haven't seen that from a Steelers team in years.
Yeah, I mean, and without Pickens, I mean, the ball. I mean, you look people. Freiermuth led with 48 yards. Then you have Scott Miller, Mike Williams, Warren, Van Jefferson had 1 catch, 1 touchdown. Calvin Austin.
I mean, how did they put up so many points with only 158 passing yards?
I think
I guess
the-
running
how many
game was pretty
turnovers?
good.
I think we had.
2 picks at least, and then I don't know about fumbles.
I think they had. I might be thinking of the game 2 weeks ago. But yeah, defense has just been stepping up. I mean, I knew we could win.
Mm-hmm.
After that one 2 weeks ago in the snow was kind of a.
I think it was a bit of a fluke game for the Steelers.
Oh, we did have 2. Oh no, I didn't say fumbles here, but yeah, I think that was a fluke. I agree. It's good to see Russ leading the charge.
Yeah,
for
he's
us.
looking good. And then some of the other games, Dolphins beat the Jets in overtime.
I did predict that. I
Yeah,
did say Dolphins.
I think we both said
No,
Dolphins.
you said Jets.
Oh,
Maybe that was 2 weeks ago.
wait,
with
let's
Phil.
see.
You usually always
No,
say
we
Jets.
both said Dolphins. The only games we disagreed on were Saints Giants, which I got right with Saints, and then Chargers Chiefs.
Okay.
Why do I bet against the Chiefs?
That was an interesting take. Giants lose by missing a field goal. Pretty
which
typical.
Is good for them, low key.
Yeah, if they want a better pick.
Yeah,
Eagles win against the Panthers, however, not
Panthers have looked good the
not
last
not
couple
a
games.
promising win. Only 1 score.
Yeah,
What was I gonna say? Chiefs win by 2 over the Chargers on a doinked field goal.
yes,
Of them making, and that's not. I don't know who their kicker is. It's not Harrison Butker.
it's
That's
some
hurt.
random.
'Cause he's hurt. But yeah, they're always like the Chiefs. If you just like the Chiefs being 12-1, if you just like look at every win of them,
But
there's
it's
always
the Chiefs. They're
something.
gonna win.
it's like it's either blocked field goal, made field goal. There's some sort of
fumble.
magic going on.
I know. People were saying if the Steelers Chiefs game was to decide a losing record for the Steelers, like which black magic is stronger, Mike Tomlin's non-losing record?
Definitely Mike Tomlin's. But luckily the Steelers don't have
Mike
that problem.
Tomlin's losing record, black magic, might be the most insane. He took Mitch Trubisky or Duck Hodges and like
I
Mason
remember
Rudolph, and he brought them and won like 6 straight. It's insane.
Yeah, dude, you gotta love him.
Yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, that's pretty much all the main games. So I say we hop into some Guess the
let's try it out.
GPA. All right. For Guess the GPA, I wanted to do a bit of a theme GPA. So the smartest guy on the field is usually the quarterback. And so I'm
True.
assuming most of these guys will have some pretty, should have good GPAs. So I'm going to ask you 10 players, and I think if you can get it within 0.1, I'll give you a point.
It's pretty tight.
Goal will be 6.
Do you have like their majors on here?
Only the first one.
Okay.
Most of them I'm assuming is pretty easy, but first up, Lamar Jackson. So you got to assume they probably are taking an easier. For his, it is communications. This was the only one I was able to find.
Okay. And how long did he stay? Like, I'm trying to think. How long did he stay in college?
I think it was at least 2 years.
I don't think it was long. I don't think he stayed very long.
Yeah, I don't think it was either.
I mean, like, I don't know what, like, their, like, rules are. I don't really know what to base this off. I don't really know what their, like...
He was in there for 2 years.
Okay, I don't really know, like, what their academic rules are for, like, the team.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, I don't know what his course
I could give you a hint. Actually, I will give you a hint. They're all above 3.0. Every single player is above 3.0.
Okay. I was thinking some maybe lower, but Lamar, I mean, he's a very athletic guy. He probably did a lot of lifting.
Mm-hmm.
Less school. He was always like a top prospect. So I'm going to go with 3.2.
No, it is 3.5.
That's
so
good,
pretty good GPA. Next up, Patrick Mahomes.
Okay, he seems... Well, he played baseball too, didn't he?
He did.
In college?
Mm-hmm.
I
think so.
See, like, that's like a double sport. So I'm like, okay, he probably didn't have as much time for school.
Maybe he didn't. Let me check.
I think he did.
I thought he did too.
Maybe just like club.
Yeah.
Maybe not like D1. But I think he's a smart guy.
No, he played at Texas Tech. Yeah.
Oh, he seems like a smart guy. But two sports is hard to juggle. I mean, I could imagine. So my guess, however, I think he's pretty smart. My guess will be 3.7.
I cannot give it to you.
What?
So, I mean, not really that close. 3.91.
Damn, yeah, I knew.
He's a
had
smart
a feeling
guy.
He was smart. That's like just try hard, though.
Yeah.
Okay. I wonder
next
what
up,
his major was.
Aaron Rodgers.
I mean, this was so long ago because he's old.
I know.
And I always just see
They're
him
actually
as
making
an
a new
older-
Aaron Rodgers documentary about his ayahuasca trips, which
It's
I'm
like-
very excited
like a-
about.
It's
about
like
like
a Netflix original or like
yeah, it's about him recovering from his Achilles.
with
and-
ayahuasca.
Yeah,
That would be
I'm so
interesting.
excited.
But I mean, he might have been doing drugs in college.
Maybe.
I feel like all these guys can't be super high. I think it's gonna be surprisingly low. I'm gonna say 3.2.
No, it is 3.6. So
Dang,
not.
3.2 is like not even low. Like
Yeah, I know. 3.2 is, but like you gotta assume
that's
most
more
of these
A's
guys.
than B's.
All right, so next up, Justin Herbert.
Justin Herbert. I wonder. Like I don't know what these guys' majors are.
Yeah, I mean I can try and look him up.
It was probably communications or business.
General science.
So what is that? Like health science? I mean, science pretty hard. I mean, Aiden's taken biology 1 and 2.
Yeah.
And it wasn't his favorite course.
Yeah, we can say
I think it's
that.
gonna be hard. Okay, I'm saying just because he's not, okay, keep going low. I don't want to go too low this time. 3.4.
He is a 4.01.
Wait,
I don't
How
even
did you
know
even
how that's
get-
possible.
I thought you couldn't get over.
But
Oh my gosh.
he was referred to as the academic Heisman.
I did not hear about that. Wow.
Yeah. Apparently he was the academic All-American of the Year in 2018 and
That's
19.
an actual award.
Yeah, apparently.
These
So,
are hard. These guys are smart.
I know.
Okay, I'm gonna start going higher.
all right. Next up, Tua Tagovailoa, who studied communication studies.
Okay. Well, see, actually, I should have thought because if you study science, you probably care about it more
Yeah.
than like communication. If you study communication, you're like, If you're play football, like,
but then it's tough because communications is also
easier than
Yeah.
science. Okay, you know what? I've been going too low. I think but you've done a lot of smart ones in a row. I'm gonna. Oh, man. I think this one's not. I don't like. You know what? I just don't know. Do you know what college you went to?
Alabama.
Okay, pretty good school. But I take their football very seriously.
True.
Probably had people had to help him with his classes if he needed it. I'll say 3.7.
Yeah, 3.74. So I'll give it to you.
Oh, wow.
And apparently he got his master's as well, and he got a 4.0 during graduate school, is what I found out. So, all right.
When did he do that? I mean,
I'm not sure.
I don't know.
Maybe in the off season.
He's grinding. Yeah.
All right.
Respect.
Next up, Kirk Cousins, who majored in kinesiology.
Kinesiology.
Yeah, kinesiology.
That's my major, basically.
Oh, well.
Okay. I mean, it's
Do you
got
think
some
he's
hard classes
smarter
in there.
or dumber than you?
Probably, well, smarter in football terms. I don't think what college did he go to?
Michigan State.
Okay, I mean, I take their football pretty seriously. However, you know, like I said, it's probably some harder class in there, but I think that means he was also more interested in it, more passionate. I'm going to go with, we'll say 3.6.
I'll give it to you, 3.68.
Okay.
Good guess.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, Kirk.
Next up, Josh Allen.
Josh Allen, okay. I remember just seeing something about this.
And it's looking like his major is, doesn't say, but he went to Wyoming.
I feel like I just saw something about him being, like, low-key smart. But, like, he also doesn't, I mean, not going to say he doesn't seem smart, but.
Oh, social sciences is what I'm seeing.
Social sciences. So what even is it?
I have no idea.
Maybe, like, psychology?
Something like that.
Okay. I don't know. I think I remember seeing something about him being pretty smart. I'm going to go with Wyoming. I'm going to go with 3.9.
All right, I guess I'll give it to you. It's 3.8. So that is one off.
I knew he was up there in smartness.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's definitely a pretty good guy.
I'm surprised there's nobody. I mean, is there ones that are under 3 or just the people you picked?
All the guys I picked are above 3, but also I'm pretty sure most football programs you have to get above 3.
I would assume 2.5 to 3.
Yeah.
I guess that's fair.
All right, next up. We got CJ Stroud, who majored in family sciences and human development. Whatever that is.
Okay. I think that's an education. That's a pretty interesting major. So he probably cared about it. He's probably passionate. He seems like he's a very genuine guy. He's a very passionate guy. He seems pretty smart. Where do you go to school?
Ohio State.
Right. They take the football pretty seriously there.
Mm-hmm.
But I think he cared about his studies a lot. I will say 3.75.
He was a 3.0.
Dang.
Which
surprising.
I chose him because I do remember a lot of people were, you know, I think the reason that Bryce Young did go before him was because people were saying that he is dumb. And, like, they were like, maybe he won't know how to, like, read a...
I mean, that's pretty... saying a 3.0 is dumb is pretty crazy.
Yeah, but I think
especially
also, like, he gets a lot of help, so...
I mean, I don't know how much they how much they help the football players or give them leeway there.
All right, next up. So, yeah, not bad. Next up, your boy Anthony Richardson, who I cannot find what he majored in, but...
Where did he go?
Where did Anthony Richardson go?
I forget.
I usually can know these off the top. Oh, yeah, Florida. I feel like I should have known that.
I mean, I can't really... There's not much to go off of here. I don't... He just kind of seems like a meme nowadays to me, since he was dropped from my fantasy team.
Oh, wait. He studied in the Academy of Fire and Emergency Medical Services.
So like EMS.
I
I didn't know
guess
that was a
so.
major.
I didn't know either. I guess it is in Florida.
That's pretty cool.
He planned to become a firefighter if football didn't work out.
That's cool. I mean, with that, I don't know. I'm gonna say 3.2.
Close. It is another 3.0.
Okay,
So-
that's like a half point. That's pretty close. It was in the
All right,
bottom
and
half.
last up, Brock Purdy.
Okay, and this one, what was his major?
Communication studies, of course, and he went to Iowa State.
That's pretty. I mean, when you think about it, was he? Because he was, Mr. Irrelevant. I always gotta
Mhm.
mention that. So like, he probably had to say there's a good chance he's not getting drafted.
Yeah.
So I would think he had like other plans kind of set up. With I don't know what he was
True.
thinking with his degree, communications, but with that, I think he's probably was up there and trying harder for school because he wasn't just like a first round pick.
True.
So with that, I'm gonna hit him with a 3 point. We haven't had any mid ones yet, but I'm gonna say 3.7.
Yeah, 3.66. Pretty close.
Okay, see, I like the thought I got the thought.
Yeah, I
process
think
behind
after
it.
a few of them, you started to get into
Yeah,
the right
there's some-
mindset. I'm sure there was players with.
look up
terrible
worst
GPAs.
QB GPA.
All right.
Because like I guess they probably if they have to have a 3.0 to be on the team, then
Yeah, I mean, there's TikTok videos.
who knows?
Um,
Yeah, it's probably clickbait.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, who knows?
been honor finals week. That's an interesting segment.
Yeah, I don't know. I just kind of like thought of it right after I told you I didn't have a segment for this week. I thought of that. So,
Creative. I like it.
all right. So now let's just go right into our predictions. All right. So let's get into our predictions for this week. And we got a very big slate of games. This is the start of no more bye weeks. So there's going to be 16 games every single week. I need to come back. Me and Vinny both go 10-3 last week. I'm still down 14.
Just gotta start making
You
some.
could pretty much take a week off, and I'd still be.
Maybe I'll do that the last week.
I'll still be behind.
Maybe I'll do that the last week.
All right, starting off, big game. Rams at 49ers.
I mean, I think I know who you're gonna say, but I'm gonna say 49ers because they are.
I was
home.
about to say 49ers.
I thought you were gonna say the Rams.
I was tempted to say Rams, but you know what?
No,
I
you
need
gotta
to
go-
disagree. I'm going to go Rams.
I mean, they have a very good chance. I just
Yeah.
think they're probably undervalued.
Mm-hmm.
Commanders at Saints. I mean,
Got to be Commanders, right?
yeah. I mean, I don't really have much hope for the
Yeah.
Saints. Chiefs at Browns. Oh, I mean,
Yeah, I mean, there's no shot the Browns win this. It's got to be Chiefs.
yeah. But knowing them, it may be like a close game, and they'll just
Yeah.
like block a field goal.
All right, Bengals at Titans. Got to be Bengals.
Yeah, even though they're not a playoff team.
Yeah.
No, they're
but
still very good. I will go Bengals
Yeah.
as well.
Dolphins at Texans. I'm going to go Dolphins here. They've been playing pretty good the last few weeks.
Dolphins at Texans.
Texans are a good team.
Who'd you go?
Dolphins.
I was thinking Dolphins as well, but you know what? I will go Texans too.
I think
disagree with you.
it's not a terrible choice.
That's a close one.
Yeah, Ravens at Giants. This should not be a close one.
Yeah.
Got to be Ravens.
I mean, you just got their defense in fantasy.
Yeah,
So.
I'm expecting big things.
Yeah, I think everyone's rolling with them.
Jets at Jags. I will be going Jets.
Okay.
I know it.
Yeah,
usually-
I'll go Jets as
pains me,
well. I
but-
know but Jaguars are just mid.
Yeah, they're terrible. Cowboys at Panthers.
Oh.
This one I actually almost want to go Panthers, but I'm not going to. I'm gonna go Cowboys.
Dude, I was gonna go Cowboys too.
But like Panthers have played good the past couple weeks. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Cowboys as well, but Panthers being home.
I'm not sure how much difference that makes.
That's true. Ooh, Bucks at Chargers.
I'm gonna go
mentioned this-
Chargers.
Okay, I will roll with Bucks because I'm
Okay.
always high on them. Hopefully Bucky Irving plays,
Yeah,
but that'll be a good one. Colts at Broncos. I mean,
Broncos.
you gotta
for
go.
me.
Yeah, you gotta go Broncos
Yeah.
here, especially Broncos are home. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Pats at Cardinals. I will be going Cardinals here. I feel like they got more upside.
Me too. I did pick up their defense.
Yeah.
But this one is cause for
Game.
interesting.
Future Super Bowl, possibly?
Bills at Lions. Could be a Super Bowl favorite.
That would be if the Packers, although like the Lions fans have been really annoying recently.
Bro,
But
do you know just Drew, or you mean like?
no, just like Lions fans in general. But this would be a pretty exciting Super Bowl. Bills at Lions.
That would be. Call me crazy, but if the Bills were home, that'd be pretty interesting. But Lions being home, and like
I'm gonna
the
go
Bills,
Lions.
The Bills lost this week.
I'm going Lions because the Bills defense looked really bad.
I will go Bills then.
All right, Steelers at Eagles.
I'm saying Steelers.
Wow.
I've learned not to root against the Steelers.
I will be going Eagles.
This is the Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Eagles are home though. Their fans are just annoying. The Eagles are probably annoying. You know, I can't doubt the Steelers.
Okay. Packers at Seahawks.
I will go Packers.
I will also go Packers.
I like them.
here.
Bears at Vikings. Not really much to say about that divisional matchup.
Gotta be Vikings.
And then, is this a Monday nighter? Falcons at Raiders.
Oh, a big barn burner.
I just don't see.
We actually got 2 Monday nighters actually. The Bears Vikings is also a Monday night game.
I mean, yeah, the Raiders they got to go for the first round pick or the first overall pick. So
I just typed in Raiders.
Oh.
I will not be going Raiders.
Yeah. Falcons for sure.
Yeah. So. Yeah, that's all we got for this week. Pretty action-packed episode. And
I would agree.
We're getting close to. It's looking like week 16. We got Saturday games coming back.
Yeah. So and obviously no bye week, so a lot to talk about. Also a few disagreements in here.
Yeah, and this is actually our last episode in the studio for until after break.
Until the new
I
year.
guess.
Yeah.
So it's we'll obviously still we'll try and get recordings as well.
Yeah.
But
Quality may take a hit.
Yeah.
But we're sorry about that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean that's all we got. We appreciate the support.
Of course.
Good luck if you're in school, finishing up with school, with finals, all that. And we will see you guys next week.
All right. Peace.